All right. Do you have any childhood memories of the Cold War?
Oh, wow. That's an interesting question there, Donald. You know, I was in Africa at the time, during nearly the whole period of the Cold War. So I didn't actually experience the world incidences that took place, like in Cuba and that. But my experience was actually feeling um, uh, what was happening and the what horrified us. Of course, where we were. I was in a British colony, and we sided with America, the U.S., because we agreed with them about the horrors of the tyrannical way that Stalin was treating his own people so viciously. And we were really hoping that America would be able to do something to bring an end to that. But also, we then heard um, that the Soviet Union was equally as angry, very angry and distrustful of America, because they said that they never treated them um, the, um, the same as other people on the world circuit. You know, like all the other countries, the Commonwealth countries, and all the countries that were working together. They were sort of on the sideline after the war. So there was this huge fight going on, and it just amazed me that these two big powers could have such different reasons for um, creating a Cold War. And I would love to say that I had some particular experience. I only had the knowledge, and we prayed for them that peace would come.
Yeah.
So that's all I can say on that, Donald.
Where were you when JFK was assassinated?
Oh, wow. That is like a memory as clear as if it happened yesterday. And I was again in Africa, and it was a Friday night, and my husband was out with all his friends, and I was home alone, and my son was about 4 months old. So he was born in June, so JFK must have been assassinated in November, and um, it was 8:30 at night on a Friday night, but there's a time lapse, so I'm not sure if he died on the 21st of November or the 22nd, because there's about a 13-hour time difference. So I was at home, and I was sitting, and in Africa, the TV finishes at 9 o'clock at night. So it was about 8:30 at night, and I was in the second half of watching Dr. Kildare. It was a very popular show in those days, and then a news flash came in. J.F. Kennedy has been assassinated, and I felt like my heart had stopped. Like, we so revered and honored and looked up to this world leader. And so that's where I was. I was in my living room. It was a Friday night. I think it was, not, yes, 1963, because that's the year my son was born. And my husband came home half an hour later, and he'd had a great party. And as he walked in the front door, I said, "You'll never believe it, JFK has been assassinated." And I thought he was going to faint. And he came in, and we sat up all night talking about it. It was a huge event in our life, and I remember it very, very clearly. Yeah.
Do you have any memories of the fall of the Berlin Wall?
Wow, yeah. Um, the I have a huge memory. I think it was in about 1989, and I remember when the news flash came, it was like, "Oh wow, I don't believe it!" And literally, not just me, but other people literally leapt off the ground. It was a huge event. I had this crazy notion I wanted to go over there and get a bit of the wall to remind people never to do this again, because when the wall was put up in 61, I think I was about 21, it had a huge effect on my life, thinking that all these people had left everything that they loved, their people, their possessions, and were scrambling to get out of the East Bloc. And then it had been up for about 27 years, and they hadn't seen their families or anything. So the joy that people were going to be reunited was a huge memory for me. Once again, we prayed for the families and prayed for a peaceful solution here, and now it had come about. So I very definitely have that experience. Of just leaping for joy, and other people all over, did you hear the Berlin Wall's come down? It was a huge thing, right? Yeah, so that's what I remember.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.